Hey guys, figure I'd check up on you. It's Thursday morning here on April 16th. Hope all is well and everything's going well with your coursework and everything. I know it's been tough for everybody here, so everybody's just trying to do the best we can to make sure you guys are taken care of as well. So as you know, there's our next due date is going to be the final paper, which is going to be due on the 24th, which is a week from tomorrow. Nothing is due until then, but of course, if you have anything you want me to read before you submit it finally, or if you have any questions, if you want me to look at the methodology, I know that was our last thing was to, you know, go get, collect your data and start your methodology through either an interview or through a survey. So if you have any issues with that whatsoever, or any issues in general with any of the coursework, we're all here to try to help you. So if you're having trouble getting access to something, or even something like the internet access or anything like that, you have to let your teachers know so we can grade it accordingly, and help you as best we can. So in the meantime, like I said, your job is to really just start now finalizing your draft. Look through the sample papers. You can see the papers that are Hall of Fame status papers here in course, and see how you make out with coordinating your own work sort of in accordance to those sort of guidelines and pedigree of quality of work. So that's pretty much it for that. Obviously, a big part of our course is going to be devoted to oral presentations. However, we're not in school, so we cannot do oral presentations. So what I decided to do is just factor in the percentages of the oral presentation into the final paper. So which means is that you have to, in order to pass this course, you have to submit a paper. If you don't submit a paper, there's no way you can pass. So if there's an issue with anything like that, you have to let me know. Or if there's any sort of medical issue, that has to be addressed to your teacher before the final grades. So what's going to happen is you guys will submit your, through email. You'll email me the final paper next Friday, and then what's going to happen is I have rubric that I'm going to print out. I'm going to make copies of and make notes on what the quality of the work is and give you feedback in that manner. So that will start right after you guys start submitting the papers next week. So I'll devote the next week to grading, reading your papers and grading them, and give you a final grade for not only the paper but also for the class. So that'll be sort of the next step. What I'll do is I'll scan each person, the notes that I made for each and everyone's paper that was submitted that day. Remember, the 24th is the deadline. If there's an issue with that, that has to be addressed to me beforehand. And if you do not submit a paper by the 24th, and the deadline is at 10 o'clock in the morning, then the grade will have to be marked as 0. So just make sure you're getting this stuff handed in on time, and that's pretty much it. So keep working on your papers. Any questions, any sort of issues you want to see, if you want to show me a draft, just anything. But again, through a couple of drafts that people have sent so far, you should know what you need to do by this point. So good luck, and we'll talk next week.